Hi, this is the Talkies, and hey D.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Taylor.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the
And
show.
I'm Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
And
Welcome
today,
to the show, Kenny.
Welcome to the show, Kenny.
Special guest on the show today, Bong Joon Ho will be joining us.
Welcome to the show,
Welcome
Bong
to
Joon
the-
Ho.
Wait, he's not here though.
When did he get here?
He sent his regrets.
Oh, what does he regret?
Many things.
That's very sad. He lives a life of
He
regrets.
sent us a list.
Just all these regrets he has.
Yeah. He cheated on an exam in the third grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I would regret that too.
So what are we covering today?
Oh yes. Parasite.
New
The
Bong
movie is
Joon
called
Ho
Parasite, the latest
movie.
offering from Bong Joon Ho, who is awesome.
He recently did, his most recent movie was Okja, right?
Yeah.
Okja.
The only film I haven't seen yet is Mother, which
Same.
you've seen,
Yeah, which I own.
and you loved it.
Yeah, you guys can borrow.
I should borrow it.
You should
What, is
borrow
it
it.
on a DVD?
It's on
What's that?
disc format.
I don't even have a way to play a DVD. My DVD player, my only DVD player was my car.
Nice.
And
That's
now
that's
it
funny.
doesn't work
So
anymore.
you would go to your car to watch movies.
Yeah. I could escape my family.
Oh, it's like a little theater.
Yeah, a little theater, except without all the popcorn crunching.
And it,
Yeah, I know.
and it has a big carbon footprint because I turned the car on.
Because you have to run it.
Just runs for 2 hours, so I sit there. It's a huge SUV.
That's
Wow.
yeah,
that is-
cinema.
No, that just sticks it to him. That sticks it to those climate people.
These damn
got that
climate
on.
That'll
neighbors.
show them.
Yeah,
that'll show liberal
them.
Hollywood. That'll
Yeah.
show liberal Hollywood.
Liberal Hollywood. Pieces of shit.
All right,
All right,
should we
you
talk
can cut-
about this
cut
movie?
that.
Yeah, yo.
I've loved every film by Bong Joon Ho from the very first, which was The Host. And this movie actually reminded me a lot of The Host because The Host centers around a family dynamic.
Yeah.
And
Same actor, right?
And I think the same actor plays the dad.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of his greatest strengths is building a cast of characters that create a believable family.
This was definitely believable.
Totally.
Completely
Yeah.
believable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this movie. Probably of all the movies, of all the Bong Joon Ho movies I've seen, which is all but Mother, this is probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Like I really, really love this movie.
That sets a high bar, man.
It does, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okja is awesome.
Okja's great.
Snowpiercer
Snowpiercer's
is
great.
awesome.
Host
Yeah.
is amazing.
Host
I've liked
is
all
amazing.
of them. I haven't seen Host. Have seen Mother. Mother still, I feel like it's my favorite, but I don't remember a ton of the structure compared to this one. But
Yeah.
I remember the pacing was very, very similar.
I feel like he is a master at pacing
Yeah.
a story.
Yeah.
This was amazing.
Like
yeah.
he has so much restraint
Yeah.
and holding back until the time is right,
Yeah.
and then just craziness.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a certain shot in Mother that what's his name? Every frame of painting, the YouTuber he talks about this certain shot. It's a very climactic shot, but it's shot in such a way that it's not climactic. And it's really, really cool because if you like are really into the story and you understand everything that's happening, then that shot makes you go, "What the fuck?" And I feel like that's the way this movie is shot. Also, the way they introduce everything with just the socks hanging
Yeah.
by the window.
Yeah.
And then we see the curb of the street and we
Yep.
just hang on
and, we,
that shot.
and then we go down.
And we go down.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
really
is
great
amazing.
shot.
Yeah, it starts you off at like this is where our characters begin.
Right. We start up here and
live,
then
they live below the streets.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was really on the edge of my seat for a lot of this movie.
Yeah.
Like I was just eating up every single scene, especially as it started. The setup for this movie I think is pretty much flawless. I felt it
Yes, it
set
is.
like a believable
Yeah.
world.
Very much.
Yeah.
So every decision made was completely believable for me. And so when Kevin actually gets into the house and starts once I started piecing together what
That's
the
not
plot of
his
this
name,
movie
right?
is.
No.
No, I don't.
That's
I
his
don't know
made
what-
up name.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I forget his screen name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once the plot started revealing itself, I was just like, having a good time at the movies.
Same
That's
here.
what I felt.
I was
Yeah.
like all in. I'm like, okay, how are they going to get rid of that housekeeper?
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
It became almost like a heist movie.
it was like a heist.
Yeah.
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 And it was so close to being pulled off that it hurt a little.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, oh, so close.
Didn't
You're
quite
really
make it.
rooting for them to take
Yeah.
advantage of this family.
I really liked
their
their
dishonesty.
Yeah, I really liked seeing all the dishonest, all the con work that's happening.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, these people are just do anything it takes to just take advantage
Yeah.
of the others to be a parasite. And then at the end you're just like, oh, I hope they make it. I hope they
Yeah.
screw over this family.
Yeah.
Which isn't a terrible family either.
No,
Yeah. Which is
I
pretty
didn't
cool.
feel like it was anti-rich
Right.
either. Like it really wasn't making a statement that there's anything wrong
Yeah.
with excess and wealth. They weren't the bad guys.
Right.
It's more like I think that it's funny because this family was self-destructed because of greed, and
Even though
usually greed
That's
is on the wealthy side of
Right.
the dynamic.
That's
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
If anything, the wealthy family was overly generous.
Right.
That
Yeah,
was like
very
that
generous.
was like their flaw actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
And trusting.
I really like that about just Bong Joon Ho's movies. That he doesn't go for the obvious. He doesn't go for stereotypical. It might
Yeah.
be in South Korea. I don't know, but it seems really boundary breaking or risk taking.
Yeah.
Like I don't see movies like that.
Well, yeah,
in America.
his movies are never, the stories he tells are never stories you've heard before.
Right.
And that's what's great about them.
Exactly.
Like it keeps going. Like me and Kenny were talking about that on the way out of the theater, how his movies like reach a point where another filmmaker might be like, all right, this is a good way to end my movie.
Right.
And then he
then
just,
he just keeps going.
and
Yeah.
it develops
Yeah.
farther than you would have ever expected it to.
Like
Right.
you could have easily been halfway through the movie and have written an ending where they get caught.
Yeah.
And in trouble, and that's how the movie ends.
Right.
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 And that would have been an adequate ending.
Yeah, and it
It
would have
probably
been
still would have been a
pretty
good
good
movie.
movie, yeah.
Right. But he took it 10 levels higher.
He did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To a place where you never would have anticipated we were going. And that's what I mean. I feel like a lot of movies try to tell you, especially American films, try to tell you what kind of movie it is right off the bat.
Yeah.
Often there's like a tease. There's like a hook beginning. Like we're gonna hit him with something that makes him want to stick around to the end.
Especially like action movies.
Right. Where this began completely grounded and very, very slow, and just being a very thoughtful character piece.
Right.
That's what it felt like.
Right.
And I had settled into that space. I'm like, all right, we're going to, Bong Joon Ho's made some crazy movies, but this one's just going to be more of like a character
Just
piece.
character piece,
And
right.
that's
Reserved.
refreshing, neat.
Yeah.
And then, whoa!
Then he goes insane.
Comes
There he
yeah.
is.
There's a crazy person in the basement.
Yeah, that was
the heck?
insane.
That was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
It was.
a
I felt
twist.
like after they discovered the basement guy, that I felt like they could get caught at any moment after that, and then like you said, that he keeps going. I felt like all of that stuff that happened was like people who were saying, okay, what if this happened, right? Like say like the movie actually did end there. I could see fans going, okay, what if this happened and then this happened and this happened, and it's like all that stuff is in the movie.
Is
Yeah.
in the movie itself.
Right.
Yeah. Another thing to harp on about how well set up this movie is that having a little, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a twist. It's more of like a revelation in the plot or an addition to the plot, another angle that there is somebody living in the basement the whole time that the family living there doesn't even know about.
Meaning
It's like,
they already had a parasite.
yeah, exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
Revealing that character is pretty hard, I think, to make believable if you don't do all this setup work that he does in this movie.
Yeah.
Like he spends so much time getting you invested in the characters and into the reality of this movie's world that by the time that is revealed, like I was completely bought in.
Yeah.
So that when something gets a little bit more over the top, a little bit more absurd, a little bit more movie-y,
Right.
unrealistic,
Right.
that it feels realistic.
To me, it didn't feel realistic though. I think I was in that zone of forgiving the movie, not forgiving because it's not because it's unrealistic, but just because, like, I don't know, I didn't buy the dude being as weird as he was,
Drinking from a bottle and crawling on his hands.
Like
and knees.
it didn't take me out of the movie at all. I was still completely
Fit the movie.
It fit the movie is
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah, and I think that's just a very strong director.
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
what we're seeing there.
Yeah. It's funny, we were talking about themes on the way home from the
Yeah.
theater.
Yeah.
And
He had a few
another
things in
one
there.
just occurred to me that it's funny that I didn't think of it earlier. It's so obvious, but the consequences of dishonesty,
Yeah.
just like the oldest morality tales in humankind,
Right.
are on this same theme. The movie, pretty much the story begins with the character who later becomes known as Kevin being offered an opportunity in which he has to basically tell what I think everyone would call a white lie, like a forgivable,
Right.
just innocent lie. He just has to like claim he went to college and then he can have this sweet job, right?
Which he didn't even care about in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's this little sliver of dishonesty
And then they just
that then
build.
breeds into this people dying.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
right.
even funny how he justifies the lie also by saying, he's like, I'm just printing out my future.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to
Yeah.
go to that college
Yeah.
eventually anyway.
Yeah, so
Right.
I'm just going to take it out a little early.
Right.
Yeah. it's really, and then he's such a brilliant writer
He is.
because like
Yeah.
this concept, there's all these layers of concepts and themes with Kevin when he's being convinced by his friend, hey, you got to do this.
Yeah.
Min. That was the name of his friend. It was Min.
Yeah.
Min says, I trust you, so I want you to be there because I like this girl. And as soon as she graduates, I'm going to officially ask her out. And then he, the parasite liar who started it all, later completely assumes the role of Min.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Right?
becomes him.
He
Yeah.
becomes him.
Yeah.
He's giving opportunities to other people, and he full on says those exact same words.
Right.
As soon as she graduates, I'm going to officially ask her.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just brilliant writing.
It was, yeah. Quite brilliant.
I thought it was really interesting how the family collectively, all four of them, were morally flexible in the same way.
I like that.
I like that too. I thought that was really interesting how we have a family that has a moral compass that's like flawed.
Right.
Like
Well,
collectively.
Like
they
a
have
collective one.
they have a
Yeah.
true north. Their true north is loyalty to each other.
Yeah.
Right. That's like the Holy Grail is their
It's family
family
first.
unit.
Right.
Right. Which makes their mission holy.
Right.
In their own eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Completely justified.
I really liked that, how it wasn't like, the kids are actually the honest ones and the parents are dishonest. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like that. It was like full family, all of them are in on this together every step of the way.
Yeah. Like the dad was like, man, they should have a degree in forgery. You'd be
Right.
amazing at that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. Like a compliment in dishonesty.
Yeah. That is kind of amazing.
The other thing that made that character in the basement believable was when she's explaining why he's there. They say, "Oh, he had to come here after this shop we had failed," right?
Yeah.
Which parallels the experience that the dad had.
Right.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I had to do a stint as a driver when the bake shop failed."
Right.
Oh no, that was actually before this other shop failed. So like they came from the same backgrounds and they're seeing themselves in these people that are underground.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of parallels in here. I really liked the what we were talking about, how you said the theme that was very obvious of them, dishonesty is its own punishment, basically.
Yeah.
I compared it to, what was the Wolf of Wall Street, that movie? How Wolf of Wall Street is seen from a lot of people as just what is that called? Just always taking.
Greed,
Nope.
consumer.
Nope.
Access?
Nope. Excess, maybe a little bit. So, okay, so we'll call it excess. So it's like a life of excess and greed, we'll call it that. And people were saying that the movie says nothing about it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It does say something about it. It doesn't, like, Martin Scorsese isn't going, this is why this is bad.
Yeah.
But it's like the greed and excess is its own terribleness, right? Like they have so much crazy shit happening in their lives that it becomes its own worst enemy.
Yeah,
and
it's self-explanatory.
Exactly.
Basically.
And that's what I really like about this movie also.
Yeah.
Is that dishonesty goes all the way to the end,
Yeah.
where the sister is killed, but the sister is killed as a consequence, but at the very end where the kid is writing a note to his dad saying, "This is my plan," and then the movie ends. You're like, see, it's just gonna keep going like that,
Right.
You're just
The movie has been one set of a here's my plan
Right.
over and
Always.
over
it's
again.
just gonna be that
Going
over
wrong.
and over.
Yeah.
And I love that. That was so good.
And sad.
Yeah, I
Very
was gonna
sad.
say
Very
yeah,
sad.
it is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked the rich versus poor dynamic here, the contrasting sides of humanity that was shown. Especially with the rainstorm was
That
where
was
it
a
became
heavy
like
scene. Yeah.
super poignant.
Yeah.
Was like this rainstorm came and it nearly wiped out a neighborhood of poor people. But to those on the top of the hill, it was like
Yeah.
the rain came and it was like our bad day was washed away.
Right.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have a party.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that rain was such a blessing.
And these people lived in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved the phone call scene after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where she's like doing her makeup and she's like,
She's like, hey, come to the
come
party.
to the party.
today."
And they're like waking up on the gym floor,
Yeah, trying to find clothes.
trying to
and
find
stuff.
clothes. Yeah. Fighting. Yeah. Oof. That was good. That was good.
I absolutely adored that the little boy was brought face to face with his ghost again.
yeah. You laughed during that part. I was like, that's a strange place to laugh.
It had its comedy to it because he had been scared by him before.
Right.
And it had to do with a cake before
Right.
too. And now his teacher who he loved is holding the cake, gets stabbed by the ghost that everyone had been telling him wasn't real for the last 3 years.
So it's like if like in a fictional future of this kid's
Yeah.
life, like that cake will be traumatizing.
Well, it's like the last 2 years, everyone's been like, such things don't really happen. It was only your imagination. And now he's like, I was right. All the worst things in my imagination are true.
There was a little bit of comedy in this movie.
There was some, yeah.
I thought it was very well done.
Yeah, me too.
I sensed the dad's urge to kill very early.
That was great. The layering of the smell.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I really liked that. And just like the little things here and there. Hey, keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah.
Those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, when he says he has his own plan, but it never tells you what it is.
Right.
It's like, it does kind of make you think he is capable of something maybe darker
Yeah.
than you know.
Yeah, I figured his plan was to just leave them locked in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
I thought
like
he was
that.
I thought he was just gonna kill
abandon
him or something. I like how killing in this movie didn't come easy.
Yeah.
That's a consistent thing
Yeah.
in his movies.
That's true.
Yeah.
In Mother, it's like that way. It's that way too.
It's always kind of brutal too.
Yeah.
I mean,
And like if it is there, then it's really heavy.
yeah.
What was interesting? So I was just thinking about short films and student films in particular. How student films tend to inject violence into their movie for what do you call it? Seriousness. Like you have to take my movie seriously now because they're shooting in it.
Yeah.
Now that they don't think that, but I'm sure that's the process that's going on. And I certainly had that also in my movie when I first started making movies. And I think it's so cool to see like someone so big as Bong Joon Ho to take violence out of a movie and be like, no, it's actually really hard for a human to try to kill another human.
Yes. Not only that, but it's hard to make a human die.
Right, that too.
I'm always bothered by how in most movies someone takes a bullet and they fall to the ground dead. Which is really only a thing if it goes straight through your brain.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, even then you might still have some weird twitches going on.
Right. Yeah. When who we're calling Kevin, when his head got bashed in, I was like, oh shit, like he's
dead.
Yeah.
And then when he woke up later, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he would be awake. Yeah. It's hard to kill people.
It is. Yeah.
Yep.
When the dad puts the sauce in the fake blood, and he
Dude.
pulls it out, and he's like,
Yeah, that was
that
incredible.
was
like
really
that.
funny.
Yeah,
that made me
that was
laugh.
the peak of the heist.
Yeah.
Getting rid of her was
It
amazing.
was literally like a heist movie, man. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. I like the idea, and I think maybe it's just heist movies in general. I like this thing where you can see what their plans are going to be, and now you're hoping that they can do it.
Yeah, and then watching the execution, how that goes.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I've always had a spot for the heist formula.
Yeah.
I really like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Solo is the best Star Wars movie.
Right.
Yeah, the
Right.
best Star Wars
Yeah,
movie because it
absolutely.
has a light heist in
It
it.
got
has
a
it's
heist.
kind of a heist in it.
It's a heist movie.
Was Last Jedi a heist movie?
Last Jedi was not
it
a
was.
movie.
No,
Last Jedi was not a movie? It was a theme
heist
park.
movie.
It was cinema.
That's the ultimate subversion of that was that it wasn't a Star Wars movie.
I like how every movie we come back to.
Why do we
Wars?
keep coming back? We
Number
were
8.
deeply traumatized. We need some art therapy to get over this movie.
No, we need to see number 9,
That's gonna be a crazy
Just-
episode.
just so we can
Number
just
9?
Number 9.
just so we
Number
can
9.
number 9, just so we can let it go. It'll be closure for us.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Breaking Bad spoilers.
Okay,
Just so you know.
good.
Breaking Bad spoilers. Okay.
Breaking Bad spoilers.
Remember the scene in season 2 when the kid shoots the guy?
Yes. Combo.
Shoots Combo. And the way that's done
Yeah.
is it's shot, like, it's a couple shots,
Yeah.
and he keeps running.
Right.
And then falls.
And then
like, he
falls.
gets hit multiple times,
Yeah.
but you can't really tell because it's not like a Western.
Is that when he gets
you
shot
go
through
flying.
the cup?
Yeah.
He gets shot through
Yeah.
the cup first,
Yeah.
and then again, right, and then he runs away.
Yeah. And
then
then
again.
and then he like falls over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, movies that have violence like that are good.
I agree. I tend to agree.
I tend to.
Yeah.
Not this time, but I tend to.
Yeah, I like when it's difficult to extinguish life, especially like there's people who get choked to death in movies. Like that always just bothers me to know, and it's just
Oh,
like
man.
it's like a choke, and it's like what I don't know, 30
remember.
seconds, and
Yeah.
they're dead.
Inglourious Bastards has a great choking scene, which is the reposted Reddit factoid is that Quentin Tarantino used his own hands
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
and choked for real.
What kind of pizza is
Parasite.
Parasite?
Ooh, Korean barbecue.
Oh wait. Okay, so funny thing. We at the movie.
Yeah,
It was kind of weird because we picked 3 seats before
Yeah.
anyone else did.
yeah. So we had the best seats in the house.
Best seats in the house, and then there were 2 people right next to us,
Yeah.
and they were Korean.
Yep.
And it was funny because when we walked in, I was just like, Korean people at a Korean film. That seems stereotypical, and it was weird for me to assume that. But then right after the film finished, the lady leans over and she's like, "Hey, we're Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, obviously we're here for a reason. Why are you guys
Why are you
here?
guys here? Did you guys like the movie?"
She said she understood all of it. She spoke Korean.
Yeah, and I went,
wanted-
I didn't understand any of it. I was sitting there going, what's going on?
Oh wait, okay, wait. Before we get to the pizza, subtitles.
Is that offensive?
We need to talk
Yes.
about subtitles
Okay.
real quick. I hate subtitles.
I know,
I
but we
hate
don't know Korean.
subtitles.
I don't mind them.
And no, okay. I've come to
Necessary
not,
evil.
I've come to
Evil.
need them.
Yes.
Just
I know-
because
you're
it
right.
deepens my understanding of a movie.
Because you can't hear.
That's half of it. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have hearing
'Cause
issues.
I have hearing issues.
And
but,
you get to process
Don't make
every
fun of
single line.
D's.
but I get to process
disability.
everything. But
You're
so,
handy capable.
so movies that I watch that have subtitles, I get to understand all of it, right? So a person's accent doesn't get in the way. What was I going to say?
I
don't-
always understand movies
Oh.
more when I watch them with subtitles.
Well, isn't that fantastic?
Good for you.
Dude just said the same thing.
Good for you, Taylor. Shove it up your ass.
Thanks for agreeing with me.
As you were saying.
So I love it, but my eyes were darting down the entire movie, and I hated that because I'm like, what a cool shot. Wait, what did they say? What a cool shot.
I know.
Right.
So here's what I think should happen, and it doesn't because there are
Subtitles need to be
companies
in the middle of the movie.
right over the middle of the screen.
You watch the movie twice.
It's so people they hire out. There are companies that put the subtitles in, right? That's the way it's done in Hollywood.
That's not true.
For the most part, that is
not
true.
at all.
But it is.
It is. That's just
Sorry.
I have a point here, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
Floor's yours.
the table's yours too.
And I think that shouldn't be the way. I think the director should decide where subtitles go.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it ends up altering the flow of the story.
It does, yeah.
And the exposition. And the director might want a subtitle to be up here instead of down here for a good reason, right? Because your eyes shouldn't be down here at this point, Or they wouldn't be so clumsy as to allow a line of dialogue to come out a half a second before the piece of action actually happens.
Right, like a mini spoiler all the time.
That happens a lot.
It does, yeah.
It happened in this movie.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah, I know,
That's good.
but you're a little dim-witted.
Fair enough.
You've acknowledged that you do shut off your brain in movies.
That is true. Fair enough.
Have you turned it back on?
No, I'm still there.
still
Wake up, wake up, Taylor.
You're driving.
I don't want to.
Taylor, wake up, you're
You're
driving.
driving.
No. What's good is you watch it and then you watch it again. Bam. Watch it twice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see this. I'm gonna go see it again.
I'll see it again, too.
Yeah, I'll
I love
definitely see it again. Yeah. You guys should watch Mother.
I'm going to.
Yeah. Is that on Netflix?
Oh, it was actually.
Probably not
I don't know
anymore.
if it still is.
It's on Disney Plus.
What's
It's on Disney Plus. Yes.
That's weird.
Let's get to the pizza.
Oh, we were doing that.
Let's do a pizza rating.
All right.
What kind of pizza is Parasite the movie?
Oh,
That question makes no sense.
it does.
Makes
Makes sense to us.
Makes sense to us.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'll start.
Go ahead.
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay. So in the town of South Pasadena, California, there's a place called Mama's Brick Oven, and it's just this like perfect brick oven pizza. It's just very Italian.
Yeah.
They make it right there in front of you, fresh ingredients. They're pulling mozzarella out of like that tub of water thing they do, and then you see it being cooked, and it's a piece of pizza art, and it's delicious.
Wow.
And that's what this movie is.
That's awesome.
Yep, it's Mama's Brick Oven Pizza. This is like my favorite types of movie.
Love it.
Boom.
Love it.
Pretty
Much the same rating here.
Cool. Go D.
All right. Let's see.
Mama's Brick Oven.
This is one of those.
You would love that place.
I've
one of
seen
those-
it. Go.
This is one of those.
Floor's yours.
This is one of those.
Floor's yours.
This is one of those pizzas where we can taste every single ingredient on it when you take a bite,
Oh, yeah.
but it all goes together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Take it, and you go. Oh yeah, that's got this.
Like the
So that's what this movie is.
So
I'm gonna
D,
bleep that out.
D, your rating of this movie is that it's a pizza.
Sorry.
Right?
Are you going?
pizza?
You're
This
going
is a
on.
This is a pizza.
You're
bro.
going on record that it's a pizza.
It's a pizza. What do you?
You heard
saying?
it here, folks. Pizza.
I don't understand.
Devon Keys wants a pizza right now.
I don't.
He loves pizza.
You're saying
He named his daughter Pizza.
You're saying
Keys.
fruit first. You're saying fruit,
Oh.
and then you're saying Pizza.
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian pizza.
Hawaiian pizza. So like ham and. Again, you're going on fruit. What is this? I don't understand.
You know
what
what?
you're saying.
You know what?
Yeah.
Giving a movie a pizza rating would be pretty confusing to a lot of people.
I'm very confused right now.
Because if you don't establish that you love or hate pizza, they don't know if you love or hate the movie.
That's true. Good point. Oh my
That's a
gosh.
good point.
That's
Thank
a
you.
good point.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go watch Black and Blue.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's go watch 21 Bridges
Oh no.
and then Knives Out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna watch something next week.
Actually, probably will be.
Oh hey,
Knives Out,
talk about Dolomite.
We can talk about Dolomite.
I didn't see that movie.
We could
I'm
watch,
not gonna that movie.
Jojo Rabbit.
I want to see
Oh,
JoJo.
I wanna see Jojo Rabbit,
Taika
too.
Waititi. That looks
And
pretty.
then in a couple
Nazis.
weeks, that Terrence Malick movie comes out.
Oh hell yeah.
Hidden Life. Something like that.
Yep.
Hidden Life.
Freaking.
Oh, flipping
Star Wars.
Star
Yeah, there's
Wars.
that. Yeah, Star Wars. But what else?
Irishman.
Irishman. Forgot. We're gonna go see Irishman.
Irishman.
We're gonna
Got-
go see it at our house.
It won't be out next week.
Yeah, Netflix
it's
isn't cinema
like the
though,
end of the
so
Oh, that's true.
ooh, Martin.
Netflix is movies.
Marty. Ooh. Marty.
See, Spielberg was like my peer and my greatly respected peer Martin Scorsese has now stooped to Netflix's level.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah.
He's pissed. He's like, you sell
Now
out.
he's making a crowning jewel of his career, 3-hour mob epic on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's Waves directed by?
Waves?
Waves.
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 Okay, we're just
Yeah,
gonna say
Waves.
that over and over. Bye, guys.
Waves.